AI is not gonna make you rich. Not the tools, not the agents, not the prompts, none of it. Whether you've made money with AI already or haven't made a single dollar with it, I need you to hear this. I've scaled AI companies past $1 million in under 6 months over and over and over again. And I've seen exactly what makes people rich with AI and what keeps them broke. So in this video, I'll be walking you through how to actually get rich with AI. Point number one, stop selling the tool. AI is just a tool. It's like a database. It's like an internet connection. It's a thing. Tools don't make people rich. Think of it this way. Selling AI is like a carpenter selling hammers. Selling a hammer doesn't make him much more money. The carpenter who gets rich has a full toolkit. It's the person who can solve real problems by using all the tools. Same with AI. You don't need a tool, you need a toolkit that you know how to activate. And the first tool, the one to master right away, is point number two, the hammer. The hammer is like an LLM, an AI, right? You got Claude, you got ChatGPT, you got Gemini, and it's cool, it's powerful, it can put a nail into this piece of wood, but it is just a tool. The most basic and universal tool in your toolkit is the language model, but it requires you to actually know how to swing it. Have you ever met somebody that can't even hold a hammer? They're like, I'm gonna hit that nail. It's like, you can't even get it to contact with the nail. Amateurs with a hammer make more problems, create more holes, waste more resources than anything else. A pro, have you ever seen these guys? It's almost like they have a nail in their teeth or behind their ear and they just go, wha-bang, and it's down. Wha-bang, and it's down. And you're like, how are you a real person? Wha-bang, and it's down. You're lucky I don't have a nail right now. I put it right through this wood. LLMs are the same. They're very easy to use, like a hammer, but it requires manual input. It requires the mind, the fingertips to guide it, to make it do something useful. Most people are using these LLMs like a fancy Google search to answer questions. They type, they get answers, they copy, they put it in another system, and they move on. And their output most of the time is The way you fix that is having a prompting framework and a strategy for using it. And that's what I call the MAPS framework. Every great AI prompt follows this process. The M stands for mission. That's the first one. So you start with the outcome, not the task, not the reason behind the task. Give it direction. Like, what are you trying to do? The wrong way would be saying, like, find me leads. A better way would be, I need 30 new customers a month, every month, to hit my revenue targets. See how that becomes the mission? The second one, which is the A, which stands for ask. What is the task you need it to perform? Now, this is where we get specific. One clear request, not just like a bunch of ideas. Be clear as possible. So bad would be help me with leads. Good would be give me 40 qualified leads for my business and include their email and their cell number. It turns out the LLMs love to solve problems for you if you're very specific about what you want. The P in MAP stands for parameters. That's the third one. What is the context? What do you know about the mission? What do you know about the ask, right? Is it your ideal customer profile? It's what's worked before. The more you give it, the sharper the output. So pro tip, if you got a lot of stuff you want to tell it, I like to use voice. I like to hit there, you hit that little button to talk to it, and you just talk and talk and talk. I can talk 3 times faster than I can type, and so can you. The S in MAPS, number 4, is the shape. What should the output look or sound like? Tell it the format. If you want it in a CSV spreadsheet, why would you copy and paste the output and go put it into a spreadsheet? Just tell it. Do you want bullet point? Do you want markdown file? If you ever copy and paste something from one system to another and the formatting goes away, get it to do an ASCII. You're welcome. Do you want the output to be conversational? Do you want it formal? How long do you want it? All of those are specifics to the shape. You can even give it a screenshot of what you want it to look like. Maybe you've seen something you like from somebody else. Just copy it, paste it into your chat, hit enter, and watch it do its magic. Just follow the MAPS framework and watch that output come out dialed. Now, most people ask at this point, well, Dan, what's the best LLM to use? Well, if you're a business owner and you're looking to buy back your time using AI, I created a full document with my whole AI tech stack tailored specifically for business owners. So if you want it, find me on Instagram and DM me the word YouTube stack and I'll send it right over. So you now know how to use a hammer. That's cool, but not every problem is a nail. Which leads me to point number 3, the screwdriver. The screwdriver is AI automation. You think of like Claude Cowork, you think of N8N, Zapier, Make.com. Essentially, anytime you have a task that has to happen over and over again, you use a screwdriver. That is way different than using a hammer. Instead of manually prompting AI, you can actually build a workflow that once you set it up, the AI can be super smart and be on a schedule and repeat that task over and over again. That's where you start getting massive leverage in your life, and that is what people are willing to pay for because it solves a bigger problem. And the reason why it's more like a screwdriver is because the solution is more permanent. It's like if I have a screw and I need to put things together, once I screw it in, it's not coming apart. Like the whole point is for it to stay together forever. And once you set up an automation, it's set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. That's it.
For example, I get a report sent to me every Friday in Slack that analyzes every call in every company that I'm involved in from a sales point of view that tells me how they're doing. Happens every time like clockwork, and it keeps me on the pulse of the revenue. Now, how do you know if a task is worth automating? Well, that's what I call the rule of R. 1, is it repetitive? Is it a task that you do at least once a week? If you're doing it every week, then you might want to look at it as an opportunity to automate. And if you're doing it every day, you're definitely needing to get yourself a screwdriver. Number 2, is it rule-based? Does the task have the same set of inputs and outputs every single time? The third is, does it generate a return? Does it save you more time to automate it than it takes you to manually do it every time? Because I'm telling you, some people are automating they shouldn't automate. Don't build something that takes 60 hours to build and automate only to save you 2 minutes a week. If the answer is yes to all 3 of these R's, then automate them. Now you got a hammer and a screwdriver of AI. Now, this is where it gets really fun. What if AI didn't just do tasks for you? What if it took over entire workflows? Point number 4, the power drill. The power drill is agentic AI. If you haven't heard of things like OpenClaw, Manus, if you've been watching my videos, you've heard of it. Apex, one of my platforms, or even things like Perplexity Computer. The hammer needs swinging. The screwdriver, you have to turn it, right? The power drill, you just point it, pull the trigger, and it does the work. You're not doing any of the heavy lifting. It's a power machine. You're setting the direction and letting the tool take over. That's the power, see what I did there, of agentic AI. Agentic systems are supposed to just do work for you. So if you want to build an app that helps you with your nutrition, you just say, build me an app that helps me with my nutrition, hit enter, and then it's done. Create a spreadsheet that models this scenario, enter, and it's done. Real agentic systems can do multiple systems, multiple workflows all over for you automatically. And it's a workflow that's complete, not a step in a process. So think about it. You have like things that got to get done. Those are steps. You have automation, those are steps within a process. You still have to set up those automations. With agentic, you just say, here's the outcome I want, and it just, it does it, and you don't even know how it did it because it don't matter. So I use Apex, one of our platforms, to build a new system called AgentForge. It looks at a research body of all this knowledge about what's the future of AI and agentic platforms and operators and humans on the loop, all the crazy stuff I'm in, and then identifies opportunities to build products. Then it creates the website, creates the ad, tests the whole thing, gets leads, even gets people to pay to be bumped up in the wait list, to then coordinate the recruiting of the people who are going to build that company and have them show up and the product validated so we can launch it